Like, I just feel good, like, about life. I don't know. And it's great.
It is. I love you.
I love you.
I love you very much.
I love you, sir.
Let's party.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do this.
I'm so pumped to do this movie.
I don't know why I shook your hand exactly, but I'll stand by it.
It's gross.
I never watched this hand.
That's all right. I never watch anyways.
Shit.
All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, you beautiful freaks, and welcome to a brand new episode of Frequels. I'm your host, EJ Leeson, and with me today is that guy, my co-host, the guy with the most, Mr. Rory Colorasi. How are you, sweetheart?
I really appreciate the nice things that you're saying to me right now, EJ. But
It's Happy Valentine's Day month, you know?
It is. It's a Valentine's Day episode.
Yes.
You and I.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All
We're
month long. We're just throwing out the hearts, you know what I mean?
We actually don't have another guest for this episode.
No.
But it's a Palantine.
Yeah, Palentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this
Two
is
of
right
us,
now.
man.
Yeah, we're just going on like a...
Can you edit in a high five for the audience? Because I
gonna
don't
do
want
it
to
for
give
real.
a real one.
We're going to
Oh,
spike
okay.
it. It's okay. It's worth
Are
it.
you sure you want to touch this hand?
Yeah, well, I know what you were doing. But I'll take it.
All right.
Palantines. Yeah.
Hard edit. Fake high five. It just sounds better. No, but no, I'm excited to do this movie. This is one you threw out. Like you were like, I want to cover that movie.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I saw this movie once.
Really?
I was
okay.
9 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, my sister and I saw a trailer for it,
Yeah.
and we were both like, wow, that looks like the greatest movie ever made. And it was one of those like things I didn't catch in the theater, but I knew it was coming out at the local Blockbuster. So I was real excited and counting down days until I could rent it. And I remember being like, this is good.
This is pretty rad.
I'm enjoying myself watching this movie about a teenage zombie
Yeah.
who's in love.
Who's in love. And it kind of has like a Tales from the Crypt vibe to it.
Oh, sure.
Definitely like
That
EC
tone
comic
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
There's actually
right?
like a comic sort of transitional thing going on in
Yeah.
it too, so that's perfect.
But before we get into the movie, let's talk about some recent stuff we watched. Rory, you go first. What are some movies you watched recently?
Okay. I watched The Ugly Stepsister, which I immediately messaged you about and said,
Yeah.
EJ, watch The Ugly Stepsister. It's currently nominated for makeup, which is, again, kind of rad this year at the Oscars. A lot of love for horror.
Yeah.
I think Dave Gonzalez talked about this movie like at the beginning of the year or 2025. A while ago, he was telling us about it, and I completely forgot about the film.
Right.
And then I saw that it popped up on that list, and I was like, oh, yeah, that one. I should watch it. And I'm so glad that I did.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing about this movie. It's this thing where you're watching some of the makeup effects. I'm trying to be very delicate with this. Some of it is fucking disgusting. You know?
Yeah.
Like you're watching it and you're just like, oh God, you know, like that kind of stuff.
Oh, I love that.
Me too. Because I love the fact that it's making me feel things. But it's the whole movie is just like a spin on Cinderella. It's from like the ugly stepsister's perspective.
Okay.
So you hear that and automatically you're like, well, that can't be very good. But the movie actually has a lot to say about the impossible standards that women face with like the
beauty standards.
yeah, like just from like society and then from like other women. And like the whole thing like with society versus the fantasy that you also have in your head. And it's one of my favorite kind of movies because it just took it down to a level that I got to just be like, wow, like that really affected me. Like I was immediately in the beginning, I was like reacting in a good way to just the makeup effects, but then by like the midpoint, I just felt sad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I was just kind of like, oh, that's like awful that anybody has to feel that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I would be such a homely woman.
I think you'd be a lovely woman.
I would never shave. I would have really hairy legs, probably a hairy face,
Yeah.
no makeup.
That's my type.
Hey, now you're talking.
No, if anything, not to be lame, but it kind of just made me appreciate the women in my life a little bit more.
Yeah, no, it is it's crazy. Like it's so cool to think like how well women take care of each other, like, and their looks, right? And us guys, we just look like shit and
All the time.
they have to put up with it.
You
And
just kind of like roll out of bed and like wash your face, maybe.
yeah, we're animals.
Yeah, we're disgusting.
And it's like, why do women look at us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like you watch
We're
that.
gross.
You watch the movie and you just all the little moments in it where it's just like you're like, you don't have to. You don't. Just like stop. Like you're fine.
Yeah.
But I think that's what I love about movies is that it can give you that type of understanding. You know what I mean? Like it can really allow you to empathize. And that's what it did. It was just like this, again, the beginning of the movie, I was just like, wow, cool gore effects and, oh, that's disgusting. And then it turns into a thing where I'm like, oh, you know, that was, made me, again, appreciate the women in my life a little bit more. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, makes you love your significant other a little bit more.
Yeah. No, it is crazy that there are these like weird standards that are put onto people, and especially women in like society, because it's like there's magazines all about like style, right, and makeup and hair, and there's so much that goes into that. And I don't think a lot of people really think about that, especially like guys, because we just wake up.
You and I have had conversations about this before.
Oh no, we have. Yeah.
You and I have these conversations. Like other guys are like,
we're kind of
like,
conscious
I
about
want
this.
to bang that girl. You and I are like, well, it must be really hard being a woman. Like,
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, you know, like
they work really hard.
their hair looks amazing
Yeah.
today, and then like makeup, and like there's it's crazy what like people can do with makeup.
Yeah. And then like
And it's
all
just-
like men just turn into like Alfred Hitchcock at a certain point.
Yeah, we're just like, hey, what time is it? Because I can't even read anymore.
You like my dad bod?
Yeah, dad bods are in. We said so. We set that standard.
We sure did. And you better stay with it. No, but it's really worth watching. If anybody has it on Hulu, I recommend the dubbed version because it is a foreign film, but some of the dubbing is very funny.
I like dubbed
Yeah.
films too. Yeah.
Most of it is like immaculate, but there is that occasional one where it's like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "Oh no."
Oh, I love that.
Switching on over to K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, wow. Dude, I love that movie so much.
Me
I'm
too.
so glad you watched it.
I know, man. I was really like lit up that entire movie. It's like funny because like as soon as, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't watched it, if you're like asking yourself, should I watch this movie, and you've just been putting it off, rest assured it's wonderful. Just watch it.
It's awesome.
So I bring this movie up to people. The only reason I'm saying this, as I bring it up to people, and are like, why the fuck would I want to watch that? I'm like, no, you need to. But the main character in it, once I kind of saw like those markings, I knew what her arc was going to be.
Right.
Just immediately, I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. But they do it so perfectly, like it lands in a really nice way.
Yeah.
So the music's great, and the storytelling's great.
Music's amazing.
I like that, like all the three Slayers in it. Mm-hmm. Those girls, like they're such well drawn characters because they're not just like, oh, like we're super powerful and badass and that's it. Like I love the fact that they just have like their own shit that they're dealing with and like things that they're insecure about that they like kind of push down, but then they actually have to actually face. within the film. Yeah. And they like little things that they have to overcome within themselves, and it makes them stronger and makes them like love each other more.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I'm kind of getting at sometimes when I talk about how badly they write characters sometimes, because they don't give them that journey.
Right.
They're just kind of like, well, no, her whole character is she kicked that guy through a train.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that's not interesting. Like, I
need
want
more.
to, like, you need like that emotional journey.
Yeah.
That's more interesting than how hard somebody can hit somebody. But that movie does a really, really wonderful job. EJ, I watched The Strangers Chapter 2.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting, and I was like, please text me as soon as you get to one part. And you knew exactly what the part was.
I text you. I hit pause on the movie, and I texted you.
I was like, text me as soon as you get to the part. I didn't even say what it was. And then, boom, you text me. You're like, why is this happening right now?
It was a literal, it has to be this moment. We definitely have touched on the fact that The Strangers was a great movie as a standalone.
Yes.
There's some fun moments in the sequel that they made, but this trilogy, and I'm sure you can elaborate a little bit more on the third one because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it was a good experience. It just seemed like they made a trilogy and it didn't really go where it needed to. The second movie is literally just a chase scene.
Yes.
And there's no story to it other than Madeline Peish or Peish?
Madeleine.
Who's
Peish.
wonderful as an actress. She's so good. But I could tell sometimes that she's like looking for things to do because it's just like they don't give her anything.
Well, I read on IMDb that they would film like part 1 and like during the day, the afternoon part 2, like at night part 3 or something. And
Really?
they would
That's
like
neat.
bounce around like from 1, 2, and 3.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but I feel like they even were like, I don't understand where this parts go. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's weird.
It
It's
has
a
that
weird
sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's almost like I wish that whole idea of like filming a trilogy so quick like that was experimented on with a better franchise, because that's kind of cool. Like you're just doing them so quick together,
right?
And releasing them each year. But I remember seeing that first one and being like, why? It was just the same movie, but like through the lens of the WB or CW. To you,
CW,
you kids out there, it just felt like a bad reimagining of a movie was actually really good, and I don't know.
Yeah.
And then this one, the second one that I watched, I just was like, this isn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but
it's pretty bad.
It's
pretty bad.
Not good.
Yeah.
I watched JFK.
Oh, excellent. Is that your
Oliver
first
Stone.
time?
That was my first time watching that movie. It dawned on me that I had never seen it before.
Dude, how crazy is that cast? Were you like blown away by that?
Well, I'm too stupid, so I turned it off and watched cartoons. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, the cast is incredible.
It's crazy.
Michael Rooker's in there.
I know. Like that's what I mean.
Hey.
You're like, wait a second, Michael Rooker's in this? Like
Mr. Svenning?
Yeah, and then Kevin Costner and it's just a crazy.
I liked seeing Sissy Spacek in there.
I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Sissy Spacek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole movie is a thing where I'm watching it and I'm like, is this true? Because it's if that stuff is true, like how did people buy I mean, like when they explained the magic bullet thing, you're like, wow, people believe that. I don't know. I'm not going down that rabbit hole, okay?
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm not a conspiracy guy, but I'm watching this movie and I'm like, all right, I gotta start drawing shit on the wall right now and like connecting things because it's making me
you
feel.
just have like the red yarn, connecting it to each pin.
My whole house just kind of looks like the movie American or Beautiful Mind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like John Nash.
John
like,
Nash.
Crap all over my walls. I'm like, wait a minute. The grassy knoll. I love hearing that.
Oh, the grassy
over and over and
knoll.
over again.
Yeah.
No, JFK is great. It's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I made a day out of it and really enjoyed it. And then, well, I'll save this one. I continued my journey of the Jersey Shore family vacation.
Yeah.
Season 2, man, Ron. he's messing his life up right now.
Is he really?
Well, he's not doing so good. He's got a kid now, and he seems to really love her.
Because this is like flash forward to like what 2018 now,
yeah,
right? Or
yeah,
something,
yeah.
2019, something like that.
Yeah, they're all in Vegas right now.
Yeah.
And,
Man.
Yeah, Ron's got a baby, but a lot of drama going on with the mama.
Yeah.
Hope he gets his shit together. Because it's really funny when you first watch that show, like when you go back to the first season.
Yeah,
the
Ronnie's like together. Like he's like the one that you're like, oh, he seems together. Him
good
and
head
Sam
on
are
his shoulder,
yeah.
very, yeah.
Seems with it. Seems like a girlfriend guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then as the show progresses, you're like, who is this guy?
Yeah, he's like that third season, he's like an animal, and he's like
Yeah.
throwing Sam's bed out the window and
Trying
stuff.
to fight the situation.
Yeah, he was like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
He kind of had like that sort of vibe to him.
You're just throwing barrels.
Yeah, he was throwing barrels at Sam, and she's like,
Situation comes out with a hammer.
well, funny you bring him up. I would never have thought that out of everybody on that show, that he would be the one to land on his feet in such a manner.
Right.
Because he's like, he's not a perfect person for sure, but none of us are. But he's really got his life together.
Yeah.
I like seeing somebody who had so many problems actually
Turn around.
It gives
Yeah.
you faith that it can work for anybody. If the
Yep.
situation can get their life together, or he can get his life together, you can too.
Yeah.
The last movie I'll talk about with you, EJ, is
Yes.
Song Sung Blue.
You saw it?
I did.
What did you think?
I had a weird emotional response to it.
Good or bad?
Well, I'll put this up front. I love the movie,
Yes.
right? Here's what happened with this film that I was not expecting. So, Song Sung Blue, if you saw the trailer, you might think that it's about Neil Diamond, but it's not.
The cover band.
Yeah, it's a cover band.
Yeah.
So, when I was growing up, my father was the biggest Neil Diamond fan. Like, he was obsessed with Neil Diamond.
Right.
And my dad, because like we didn't grow up with a lot of money,
Yeah.
like we're like most people, but he would sometimes work multiple jobs, and then to just get a little extra money, he would play out at bars and clubs. And the Neil Diamond thing was at the forefront of his act. And
Wow.
what was weird about it was that my dad looked and sounded so
look like
much.
him.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like if you ever see like pictures of him during the time this movie takes place,
Yeah.
he looked and sounded so much like him that as a kid, like a little kid, I thought my dad actually was Neil Diamond.
That's amazing.
When I would because I would look at like album covers and I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm like, oh, like there's my dad's records, because he sounds so much like him. And even the movie touches on little details like how Neil Diamond would play like Ovation guitars and stuff, and my dad had an Ovation guitar, very obviously because he loved Neil Diamond so much.
Right.
So like, I'm watching the movie about a guy in a Neil Diamond cover band named Mike, which is my father's name.
Oh my God.
Actually, if you watch The Burden of Beauty, my father, I dedicate the movie to my parents because like they passed away back in 2019, like literally like 6 months apart from each other. And my father's thing, because it says it's for them, it says Mike Cole Colarossi, and Mike Cole was his stage name. And that was like the high point of this man's life. Like he just loved to perform like
Right.
Mike in the movie.
Yeah.
And sometimes I even feel like my father wasn't always great, like had the strongest ability to express himself the way that he probably wanted to in like social interactions, but he knew how to connect with people through music. So I'm watching this movie and it's about this guy who has like all this trauma and is literally like keeping it together through music.
Yeah.
So also, and I don't want to ruin anything, but the whole jacked up heart thing that he talks about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what my father passed away from. So I'm watching this movie. I'm getting you all set up. I'm watching this movie, and you get to the ending of this movie, and I had this involuntary reaction to it where like I was just kind of watching it, and then like I felt like my face get really hot.
Yeah.
And like my lips started
trembling.
because like I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh great, unresolved grief
Right.
coming at me right now. I'm aiming my face away from Beck at this point because
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what was gonna happen.
Right.
Because like the movie, like at the very beginning, like when he actually starts singing Neil Diamond, like that's what I used to wake up to with my dad when I was growing up. I would wake up in like, you know, the early hours in the morning, whatever, and he'd just be down the hall playing Neil Diamond on his Ovation guitar.
Yeah.
So like as soon as like Hugh Jackman starts singing Neil Diamond, I didn't even realize it, but there was like tears coming out of my eyes, but I didn't feel it come up the way that you normally do when you cry. It was just kind of like this, oh, my eyes are leaking. Okay.
Yeah.
But like not in a bad way.
Right. Right.
But then in the movie at one point something happens in it and I just am just like, oh, aim that face away to the floor, and I'm just like crunching down, and just it like destroyed me. I was just like sitting there like, ah, God. Beck's like, are you crying? I'm like, yes. I can't stop. Don't look at me. Too much emotion. I feel too much.
I'm an emotional case.
No, it was just like a thing because, like, I mean, just again during that time period the movie takes place in was like the time that I just remember my dad the most doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like 80s, 90s.
Yeah. And just like he just reminded me so much of him, and it just immediately got me into this zone of like just like thinking about like watching him having to even like the whole thing, like both my parents, they were married before they got married.
Right.
And so they had kids, and then
Right.
with my sister Kayla and I, we were like, you know, my parents were together when
Right.
they had us, but they had kids from a different marriage, so they all got together, and
Yeah.
it was just like hitting all those feels,
like
pardon the
personal.
pun, notes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like that, just like that whole. Like they just don't have a lot of money, but it's like you just see the guy trying to get by, and I'm like, it just kind of had like a moment where I was like, man, I really wish I could have had like more conversations with my dad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just kind of
Yeah.
like man, that must have been like really hard for you to have to work several jobs and
Support all your kids.
yeah, and like someone else's
Yeah.
kids, like, and not
Yeah.
ever really thinking of them as somebody else's kids. Like you were so like open to just being like, no, you're my children.
Family.
And
Yeah.
it's just like a thing where you're like, oh, like I think this movie, if anything, kind of gave me this like thing where I was like kind of like just thinking a lot about my dad, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I got a little too personal just now with this, but like
This is the breakthrough that Vince wanted years ago.
Yeah, no, the humanity's in there. But I loved it, and yeah, it just definitely brought me back to like a little point in my life when I was watching it, and I love Neil Diamond. I don't know where you stand with Neil Diamond, but like I love listening to him because again, just takes you right back to being a little kid when I was just kind of like, I think my dad's Neil Diamond, because I mean, I'm telling you, like if I show you like a young photo of my dad, he looked so, and probably purposely, same haircut and like the outfits and stuff,
like that bowl kind of, not bowl cut, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I just never like, I don't know. I guess like when you're a kid, it's like you don't really like appreciate your parents the way that you should. And then you get to a certain age, and it's like that time. It's just like we just missed each other. You know what I mean? Where I was never able to just have that time where I could just be like,
Oh shit!
you did
like,
a
you
lot
guys
of
rocked.
stuff, like because you spend your whole life, you know, having conversations in your head about like what your parents did or didn't do, and you can get mad or you can be happy about it, wherever you land.
Yeah.
But you're just kind of like, you know, you did so much and you didn't have to, and you never get to like have those moments where you're just like, thanks.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just sucks.
Dude, no,
Yeah.
it's so true. Like it's very true. Like it's always weird because I think every teenager probably has that phase of like, hey, drop me off over here.
Yeah.
You know, like, or like, shut up, mom. You don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up, mom.
But I'm sure like a lot of people have had that phase where like, oh, I know better than my parents or whatever. And then you get to a certain age and you go, my parents were like amazing. Like they're rock
They just
stars for
tried.
doing what they did to like get by, it's kind of insane.
Especially like, because I know you said the same thing, like when you were a kid, like, your parent, you weren't like, you didn't have like a lot of cash flowing in.
Yeah.
But you're just like thinking
Grew up
about
in the projects.
you just think about like those like Christmases and stuff. And like, you like, I remember this one Christmas, it was when I got into like X-Men when I was like a real little kid.
Yeah.
More on the X-Men later. But I remember that year that I got into them, like it just really hit me hard, that cartoon. Like, because I always told them that, like, my moral, you and I have talked about this, both of us, like our moral compass probably was born from the X-Men.
100%.
Yeah. The reason why we've never had like issues with people in general, we're just like, no, like we're all different and it makes us special.
We all come from different walks of life.
Yeah, like,
and it's okay to be different. It's okay.
It's encouraged. Like,
yeah.
Like you and I, like even back, like when I first met you, would just be like, I don't understand why people like hate each other. Like,
why is this happening?
Like homophobia, misogyny, racism, I mean, that stuff. Like it was always just like completely went past us.
Yeah, we're like, why are people like this?
The X-Men did a really good job, like just kind of
teaching.
Yeah, like just giving it, like teaching you that kind of stuff through like a really entertaining cartoon, and that's why art is the shit. Just like the Ugly Stepsisters, the exact same type of thing, like a crash course in empathy.
Quantum Leap was another one I would credit a lot, because I love that show. And it was always him in the shoes of someone else, and facing different like prejudices and stuff. Yeah, I think interesting.
I think even like that movie being able to kind of like get me into a headspace thinking about like my dad like that.
Yeah.
Because what I was saying, like with the X-Men thing, that year that I got into it, I just remember I woke up and like they definitely tried to buy like every figure that they probably saw. And like as a kid, you're just like, toys.
Yeah.
But I was just probably sitting there thinking about like where they were probably at with all that at that age. And like, they were living a life with a bunch of other kids that they had to do things for as well. And I'm like, it must have just been really hard. And it's just like,
yeah,
if you're listening to this right now and your parents are still alive, go tell them thank you.
Yeah.
Unless they did horrible things to you, in which case burn in hell,
but yeah, no, it's so true. I mean, I still have most of my X-Men toys from the cartoon.
Yeah. I've seen them.
Yeah, I love X-Men.
Yeah. That was one of our first conversations for sure. It was like Star Wars and X-Men and horror.
Yeah, I think that was Star Wars. You're like, hey, you want to see this? And I'm like, this guy's pretty cool.
By that I mean he means
Star Wars figures.
I bought a bunch of Episode 3 toys. I wasn't like, hey, you want to come out to the car and see something?
I was like, whoa.
Does this rag smell like chloroform?
It does. But it's it is crazy. Like the movie is so good, and it's crazy because you wouldn't believe that's a true story, right?
I know, it's really wild.
It's so wild, like what happens, and then I watched like the documentary like right after.
I want to watch that ASAP when I need a breather.
Yeah. Take a breather.
I need a second.
The documentary is not as sad, but it feels even more maybe authentic to the time.
Sure.
And because you're seeing the world through that lens of like the early 90s, and but that whole bit with like Eddie Vedder is all true.
That is so crazy. Yeah. I like how he's just kind of like, someone called Pearl Jam. She's like, what?
The daughter's like, you fucking
don't
kidding
say
me?
anything stupid. That's like that part in the movie. Like you're watching, you're going along with it, and you're like, man, this like because I didn't say too much about the film, but it's so charming and it's like a good like family type movie.
Yeah,
and then it takes a turn, and like the turn it takes is the reason why I love it, because it really is one of those like movies that faces the characters with some obstacles that they have to overcome, and it so effectively does so.
Yeah.
And the reason why I really genuinely love this movie, like I did I told you about this a couple weeks ago. I did that top 10 movies of the year with Dave.
Yeah.
I hate making lists because of what happens like this.
Right.
At this point, I would just completely deconstruct that list and just like it would all be mostly different movies at this point. But
Yeah.
it is like something I saw this year that I just really, really, really adored. But that turn that it takes, Lord,
Yeah.
it just happens, and you're just like, oh my God, like how do they?
The lightning strikes twice thing. That's real too.
That is so funny.
Is that crazy?
I love that moment because they're talking about the emotional catharsis that needs to happen.
Right. Yeah.
Kate Hudson in that movie is like, because
now you get why she was nominated.
Yeah. And it's like if she won, I would not be the least bit I don't think she will because
right.
whatever. But if she did, I would probably pump my fist because I think she is like so good in that movie. Like,
who do you think is going to win Best Actress?
No,
Hamnet.
Oh yeah, Jessie Buckley's going to take that for sure. But if they wanted to have a dark horse moment or something, like maybe it's Kate Hudson, but it'll be Jessie Buckley, and it'll be deserved. They're very different roles, and definitely different things were demanded of them. But just the fact that she's nominated is good enough for me.
I have a question. Why do the Oscars hate Hugh Jackman?
I don't know.
Like, there's so many times he's in a movie, I'm like, man, this is like the performance of his life. Like, say Song Sung Blue, right? I'm like, this is like top 5 probably best performances ever. And then no nomination.
Nothing. And he's so like a movie star too.
He is. Like, it's so weird. He should already have like 3 Oscars, to be honest. He's so good.
I agree. And there's something about him when I watch him, I'm like, he's more talented than I think most people realize.
Yeah.
He's like in that movie specifically, he is like captivating.
Dude, if you want to watch a movie with Hugh Jackman and you're just like, you want to see how good of an actor he is compared to other people, watch the movie Prisoners. And like he's in that movie with like Terrence Howard, Jake Gyllenhaal, Paul Dano, and you're just watching him and you're so like, holy crap, like he's just hitting this emotional level like that, unbelievable, and he's so amazing. And then you're like, but he was no one cares. Like,
yeah, the Oscars seem to have something against them, but I'm telling you, like as far as actors go, like I will watch something because he's involved with it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's funny because obviously Wolverine put him on the map, and that was like his first big, well-known role or whatever.
An intro.
But it's just, I don't know. I think he's amazing. And there's no other actor that I can even picture as Wolverine. Like, I feel like he puts such a stamp on stuff that it's hard to imagine other people in doing a role of his.
Huge shoes to fill.
Yeah,
for like when they're gonna when they I should have been more clever and said that. They're definitely gonna have to figure something out when they recast him. But no, he is Wolverine. But then there's like a lot of stuff I've seen him in where I'm just like, man, he's so charismatic and he seems like a good dude.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like Hugh Jackman. But what did you watch?
Oh, so I watched I went to see a few movies actually.
Go.
It was Super Bowl weekend. And so for my Super Bowl watch party, I went to the theater to watch movies instead. So I went with John and Elle on Thursday. I saw the new Dracula movie and I liked it. I thought it was really good. I went Friday. I'm sorry, it wasn't Thursday. But
I wrote you down to Thursday, so you've compromised your integrity.
Yeah,
of the
I
show.
compromised.
Jesus.
But I liked it. I thought it was good. I think Elle is the person to go to on anything Dracula. So
oh sure.
And Maggie came too.
Really?
Yeah, and they both liked it, and I think Elle said it. Her review was, I think it's cool to see like a fan fiction of Bram Stoker, like
the Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, like Dracula.
That's I haven't seen it, but looking at the trailer, I'm like that's probably how I would feel about it. So,
but
good on you, Elle.
There are some like the makeup is incredible. The costuming's really good. Like when you see him in his armor, like in the past, it's a dragon armor and it looks really, really cool.
Are you a fan of the Francis Ford Coppola?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, me too. I actually am like really disappointed that we didn't do that movie this year for Valentine's Day month. So I think like next year that needs to be one that we tackle because I would go as far to say that I adore that movie.
I love that movie. I think it's amazing. I think, like there's things about this new one that I was like, man, because the makeup for the old version of Dracula, when Jonathan Harker meets him for the first time, the makeup looks so good, like so incredible. And I'm like, man, if you could just have that makeup on Gary Oldman, you know what I mean? Like if you could switch that up a little bit, it would look really cool.
But I do like the old man makeup.
Oh, me too.
Because it's like, I didn't when I was a kid. Like when I was like 9, I saw that. I was like,
this guy looks like a dork.
I wanted like, my idea of Dracula was Lugosi.
Right.
So at no point do they ever make him look like Lugosi in that movie. But as I've gotten older, I think I revisited it when I was like 13 or something. And I'm like, this is a really good movie.
Yeah.
Like I was able to see it through like a non-9-year-old kid's eyes.
Yeah.
So I saw it through a stupid teenager's eyes. And I really, really like that one. But the new one's good.
Yeah. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's pretty good. The other movies that I saw, Send Help, which was awesome. I saw it again.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's cool. They do like some of that bookend kind of like where they have like things in the beginning. And I didn't know it the first time because, you know, like how like the first time you watch something, you might miss like something really small, right? But then it has that in the movie and I go, wow, that's actually really cool. Like it really well written. And just like a different cool storytelling aspects to it. And then I also saw The Strangers Chapter 3. Was not a fan. I think it's the worst of the 3.
Oh, now I'm excited.
Nah, no, it's like bad where it's not enjoyable.
I kind of wish I saw it with you.
I know. I
feel like I should have saw it with you. I don't know what I was thinking.
and then Whistle, like a new movie that came out by Shudder, starring, oddly enough, someone from the X-Men universe.
Right?
Yeah, Logan. Daphne
Keane, is that her name?
Who played Laura X-23. She's great. Like she's good. I actually, it starts off and I'm like, man, I don't know. Like this is gonna be like a dumb, like 2000s kind of. The characters are kind of lame, and then as it goes and is like, it does a good job. Like you know, like when you're watching a movie and it's like, oh, they're actually adding some layers here. And it's not so much a movie about a death whistle, but there's like these kids going through some stuff. And then you're like, that actually is pretty cool. Like it kind of has a cool story going on as well. But yeah. And then Caitlin Stark is in it. I forgot the actress's name, but Mama Stark from Game of Thrones.
Course, okay.
And then and Nick Frost is in it too.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's a
fun.
cool cast, and
A frosty cast.
And there's 2 death scenes, and more towards the end, not like the beginning. Like the beginning one's kind of like corny, and I was like, oh no, this movie. Right? But then as it goes on, like it gets more intense, I feel like. And so the last, like 2 of the last ones, I'm like, wow, like that was really cool looking. I love the movie. I definitely recommend it. I would definitely recommend it. Like even in theaters, I feel like it's worth checking out. The soundtrack is really, really good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I actually really like the soundtrack because it plays a little Concrete Blonde, the Divinals, Prodigy, and so yeah, I was like really digging the soundtrack for it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but and that's it. Like that's all the movies I think I saw over the weekend.
Can I say one other little thing?
Yeah.
That we did together?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead. What did you talk about?
So, one of our friends had a birthday.
Happy birthday, Camille.
Yeah, yeah. But we went to Dave and Buster's.
Yes.
And EJ and I played, it was like a virtual reality Godzilla game.
Oh my God.
I have never experienced anything virtual reality related. You know, I don't play a lot of video games. Playing this game, I'm like, I need to play more video games. Because we popped it in and it's like a kaiju war.
Right.
But
yeah.
like I must have looked so stupid with those goggles on because I was literally like making these big expressions of like, wow, like because you're like in a plane or something, and sometimes you're like dive bombing and like flying towards the surface of the earth, and then you shoot back up and you're shooting at Godzilla. And in the beginning, we were like not entirely sure what the game was, so we were like kind of like, you know, doing okay.
Yeah.
But then there was a point where like we synced up.
Yeah. We locked in.
Yeah.
We locked in and we just like knew where we were shooting, right? I felt like that's the thing. Like we understood what was going on. Like, okay, if you're going to cover this half, I cover this half or something. I don't know. It was really, we dialed in.
Yeah.
And we locked in, and we literally beat the game.
Yeah, we turned in, but I liked how like periodically we would just be screaming lines from Starship Troopers.
Yeah. Kill them all. Rico's Roughnecks.
Yeah, not a movie that we watched, but definitely if you see that game, just get into it quick.
Yeah.
It is so much
rad.
fun. Yeah.
It was funny because we got there and we went to eat, but even like we had like a little bit of time beforehand, and we like kept looking over, and this one kid just was on it the whole time. I'm like, man, I really want to play that.
Fucking
you're like,
kid,
dude, and you're like, I just want to play that game so bad. I was like, me too. And then it's funny, it finally opened up, and you and Dave started, but your goggles weren't working the first time you were doing it. And so you switched with Dave because Dave's side was working. And then I was like, oh, let me try this again. And then the two of us just stayed on and we played. And I think we only had to like relive like one time.
Yeah, it was like our first run through was not
it wasn't
as successful,
great.
but then
Right.
we crushed it the next time. The only thing I could say about that kid is that, I mean, he was literally sitting there for like an hour and a half. And you're sitting like, come on, kid. And then you play the game and you're like, yeah, I get it, kid.
I just want to live in that world too, man.
I get you, man.
Yeah.
Like, but now I feel like you and I are like veterans of the Great Godzilla War.
Yes, yeah. We did it.
Yeah.
We saved the world.
Every year or so, we should get together and just
Just go
share
out,
stories.
kill kaijus.
Yeah, about the time that we saved the world.
We killed like 7 of them right in a row too.
Yeah, we some
And
of those
like flawless.
fierce-
There was a couple times like perfect.
Yeah. The game was impressed with us.
Yeah.
You guys rock. You guys are cool.
But it was a good time. And then we also went bowling, and that was fun for Camille's birthday.
Yeah.
And Becca won. Right?
Yeah,
Like
Becca was crushing it.
yeah. I came back.
I
Like, towards
shouted
the
at
end.
her when we got home. I'm like, don't you embarrass me.
I kept throwing a lot of gutter balls when I first started, and then I kind of bounced back a little bit.
See, like, I didn't really understand what bowling was, and I actually threw the ball at a kid. So we had to leave. It was a whole thing. I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, it was all right.
The kid's birthday, like, he's acting like he was the shit or something.
And Camille said she wants to come on the show at
Yeah?
one point. Yeah, when we were hanging out, I was like, dude, you should come on sometime. And she's like, yeah, I would love to come on. And then we were talking because she came on to River Dudes at one point. And she's like, you know what? That's right. I forgot I totally did that. I was like, yeah. It was like one episode. But yeah, we have to get her on at one point too. But yeah, no, it's crazy. There's so many people that want to like come on the show.
And I have to ask collectively, what's wrong with you?
What's going on with you
Yeah,
guys?
like, guys, come on. Aim higher.
But yeah, and that was pretty much our weekend. Like that's what we did.
Well, I did one other thing. I went home
Yeah.
and watched a specific movie that we're going to cover today.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. I watched it today. And
When was the last time you watched it?
probably like in the 1995 or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it was like a long time ago. And I just remember the guy was from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny rewatching it now. I'm like, I didn't realize how many people were in this movie. Then
Fucking Matthew McConaughey's in there. Did you catch him?
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, Philip Seymour Hoffman
Philip Seymour Hoffman
as Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just in this movie.
and he's great.
Matthew McConaughey plays Guy 2.
Yeah, he's just in the movie. Hey, isn't that Buck's girlfriend or something?
Yeah, you're like,
and that's all he has.
I guess that was like his first movie.
Yeah, this is like first outing, first line in
Yeah.
the movie. And then I guess Renee Zellweger had
Something that was
part,
cut.
but it got cut.
Yeah.
And
So
then-
it was like dialogue or something.
Yeah.
See, the big win in this cast for me is Tracy Lind, because she's in Fright Night 2.
Yeah.
She plays Charlie's girlfriend, Alex, which actually they're putting that movie out
Finally.
Finally. With an exclamation point. On 4K. This movie has had nothing but trouble since it came out. Like, the theatrical run got destroyed because of the Menendez brothers murders, which is wild.
Yeah, that's what they talked about. Yeah.
And I've been like watching this movie since I was a kid. I know some people like to immediately punch down on Fright Night 2. I think Fright Night 2 goes in a really cool direction.
I think so too.
Yeah, I love Julie Carmen as like I don't want to ruin the movie for anybody, but she's the vamp in it, and I think she's got a great presence. But Tracy Lind is Charlie's girlfriend in it, and I've always really liked her a lot in that movie.
Yeah.
Because
She's
she's
great in this too.
Yeah.
I
She-
feel like she's awesome in this. Yeah.
It's really funny though, because it's back in that time when actors were like playing high schoolers, and
Yeah.
your lead is like 29 years old at the time.
29.
Tracy Lind is 25 years old, but
So-
they both look great.
Yeah, they look like they fit the high school.
Yeah, I mean she looks like, I get like the whole idea of like having her stand out so much from the rest of the kids in the movie.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? She looks
Yeah.
more like a movie star in it.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
she has to stand out for this guy to be, you know what I mean? Like she
Right.
can't, I don't know. Like they're like the two leads have to have like a specific look to them for sure. But her, like she's like the girl that he's going to come back from the dead for. And like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's, she looks great. He looks great. I like just a lot of side characters.
Yeah. Buck, right? Her boyfriend originally is played by Matthew Fox, and he, of course, became popular off of Party of Five, but more so Lost. Like he was the lead in the show Lost. And then there's a cameo from someone from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did you see it?
Yeah, it's the hitchhiker, right?
Yeah. He plays like Chuck Senior's buddy.
Yeah.
That goes to the house and stuff.
I got things to say about those guys.
And then you have Max from Lost Boys.
Yes.
Ed Herman, and he plays
I like
the father.
Garlic.
Yeah, he is fantastic in this. Like he has a very
The parents are really funny
yeah.
and real supportive.
And then who else am I missing? Oh, the doctor, Dr. Bronson. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Christmas with the Cranks, I think is like one of his big roles.
It's a weird movie because like the fact that we're even covering this right now, I can just see the numbers for it are going to be like 0.
yeah. Like
one
what?
listen, because like no one really talks about this movie ever. Like I don't think I've ever met somebody who's talked about it that wasn't you or my sister.
Right.
But it's a shame because there's a lot of like things going on with like the actors that we were talking about.
Yeah.
But Sean Cunningham produced it.
Yeah, I didn't know that till I started watching it and went, what? I didn't even know he was like involved with this too.
He also Harry Manfredini, who did the music for the first
Friday the 13th.
I think like most of them, right?
Right, yeah.
He does the score. Dean Laurie,
Yeah.
who actually did he was the writer for Jason Goes to Hell, but most interestingly down the road he would put together a show, contribute greatly to the show iZombie,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny because it's
that's
almost
wet.
it's like he got his feet wet in the story or something.
Right, yeah.
Do you ever watch that show iZombie?
No, I never watched it. I wanted to, but I never got around to it. Yeah.
I think you'd really like it a lot.
I think I would too.
The actress in it, her name's Rose McIver, I believe. Mm-hmm. And whenever she like, because she essentially dies and she comes back as a zombie, whatever. But whenever she like eats a part of somebody's brain, she takes on their characteristics. So like every episode, it's like she's playing a different type of character.
Yeah.
And she's so good. Like
Yeah.
the show is like really quirky and funny. And I recommend. I think you'd really like it a lot.
Yeah.
But what do I
Check it
know?
out.
I'm just a
I'll have to check it out.
filthy scumbag.
But yeah, no, there's a lot to this movie that I just didn't know. I guess it was a Disney produced movie.
Looks like it.
Yeah, and the music is a lot of fun and upbeat. Even the story is not. It's kind of oddly dark, but it doesn't play dark.
It's a '90s kids movie.
Yeah,
Because like like everything's like really like they're real careful now with kids movies.
Right.
Well, they like to traumatize us when we were kids.
right.
Like all like the kids movies had like real fucked up things going on in them. I'll say this, I did notice because I couldn't find it, obviously, like it was really hard to even like get it. So I found it on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And I noticed that it's rated for zombie violence.
Yeah, zombie violence. Because mostly all the violence happens to the zombie.
Yeah.
Because everyone else. Well, no, not necessarily.
Well,
Because there is
yeah.
a person.
Who accidentally kills himself, which is really funny.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
But no, it's a nice little like oddity if you're interested in watching something for Valentine's Day month.
And there's some moments that actually made me laugh out loud. But yeah, let's get into the breakdown. So the film starts off with a comic illustrated backstory where Johnny, who's our main character, confesses that he's always been in love with a girl named Missy. And he's been in love with her pretty much ever since he was a little kid. And at her birthday party, he plans on giving her a gift, and it's gonna win her over. But he kind of like wimps out a little bit. He's like,
Well, he like pauses, and then they just move past him.
yeah, they move on.
He's like, this was my big moment. He's like, I had the gift, I had the confidence.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't say anything for a second, and then they're just kind of like, all right, moving on.
Yeah.
The kid's just sitting there looking real uncomfortable.
And then over the years, he talks about how he just always would kind of wimp out on asking her out. Like he was always like, I don't know why, but I just could never commit, like never get to that point where I feel like I could ask her out. And then the movie starts where he's a senior, and I think it's the first day of high school, right?
I don't know, because they're also going to prom.
Yeah, they're going to prom like pretty soon.
Yeah,
like
so
in a week or something.
I don't really know. It's like his first day of school, but
I think
also
that's what
the
he
last day of
says.
school, so I don't know.
Yeah, and he's like, it's his senior year for sure, but we're not sure if it's like school's just starting. But it says, I think he says it is.
I think it's like the big day, because this is the day that he's like, I'm gonna
do it.
Because he's basically back to being the confident little kid where he's like, I got the confidence, I got the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Missy to the prom. But I like on his way out the door, we get to meet his parents, who are delightful.
Yes.
That mom is really funny.
She's great. I actually meant to look up her IMDb because she is probably one of the funniest parts of this whole movie is the mom. Like some of the stuff that she does.
Some of her line readings are real good.
Yeah, she's like real. And then it's funny because she's the only one that literally everyone has like a 50s type of vibe. She acts like she has like the 50s vibe, but she's the only one like with a 90s haircut.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely has like a 50s sort of thing. Actually, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It's very like John Hughes. The beginning of the movie. It kind of has like that sort of that vibe, but not, masterfully done like John Hughes.
Exactly, yeah. And the parents are very
Disney
like
Channel's version of a John Hughes movie.
100%, yeah. And we also find out that Buck, who was Missy's longtime boyfriend, they just broke up.
Yeah, that's why it's like today's the day.
Today is the day.
Gave her a second to lick her wounds, I'm gonna ask her out for the I'm in Heaven senior prom.
Yes.
And you're like,
all right.
foreshadowing if I've ever seen it.
And so he rushes out skipping breakfast with his mom and dad. And his dad's played by Max from Lost Boys. And I love how she's like, whatever you do, don't cut through Mrs. Jones' yard. And then he's like, hey, Mrs. Jones. Like, he jumps on his bike and he's like, I have to cut through your yard. Hope you don't judge me. Right? Or don't think ill of me.
Yeah.
And she like makes like a face. That whole interaction kind of killed me. I thought that was really good.
It's very like a type of film they don't make anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it actually has a lot of those. It's like a spillover from like an 80s movie.
Yes, yeah. And even has like the 50s like aesthetic and vibe sometimes, but then it takes place in the 90s. But like it's just really funny because even like that whole like interaction with his family, they're very wholesome. They're like, don't cut through her yard because she'll think ill of you, right? And then he's like driving his bike and he realizes he's short on time and he has to take the shortcut through her yard and kind of goes through Mrs. Jones' flowers. He's like, don't think ill of me. And she's like, oh,
It's funny because like it's such a throwback type of movie. Because it's like all the neighbors know each other.
Yeah.
Like everybody in town is like well acquainted. Whereas these days, if someone steps in front of my house, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
You get out of here right now. What the hell are you doing?
Someone's like, please help me. I got mugged. And I'm like rolling my window up in my car. I'm like, keep walking.
Keep walking. Get out of here.
Pregnant lady.
So, Johnny gets... the pregnant lady. Johnny gets to school where we meet his friend Eddie. And he's like, Eddie is my best friend. Kind of a dick, but still my best friend. And I like him.
Eddie's got that best friend in an 80s movie type of thing. Like a Trick or Treat.
Oh, 100%. Yes. And
they always have a friend that looks like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, this is his friend. And it's always like the friend always looks about 20 years older than the main character.
Yeah.
And he's probably not, but it's just really funny because he looks like he's probably like 40.
Did you ever notice that those friends too, they're always trying to like remind them that they have to like do well on their tests and stuff?
Yeah.
Like they're always there. Like, colleges are looking into this kind of stuff, buddy. You can't just be thinking about Missy all the time.
Yeah. It's always like,
these are all responsible.
Hey. He's like, I'm responsible for you as your best friend.
Yeah. He's like a dick, but he's actually very supportive.
Yeah.
He goes along with his kooky scam later. I'm like, why is he a dick? You're the dick.
I kind of like that trope, though. I think it's
do
really
too.
funny.
I miss that kind of stuff in movies.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta ace this test or you're gonna fail.
Yeah, colleges are looking into our blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
But so then we also see Missy. And he has like this weird daydream about Missy. Because at first she like sits on his lap in the class. And then all of a sudden it cuts to the auditorium. And they're in a bed together. And the whole school's watching. And there's a referee. And who kind of looks like a Kmart Bruce Campbell.
A little bit.
Right? And the funniest part is like the teacher's like, not regulation size.
Yep, I had notes about that.
Yeah.
Because they're talking about his cock.
Yep.
Because he's not, because they kind of established that he doesn't have any real like sexual experience and he's kind of insecure about it. So he's kind of having this fantasy.
Yeah.
About being with Missy and that everyone's just making fun of him.
Yeah.
But I do like when he's coming out of it and he's just like, oh, I see I'm dreaming.
Yeah. Oh, I do like when he gets shot by the sheriff who is Missy's dad. Mm-hmm. He's like, say goodnight, sex boy. Which I was like, I like that line. I think that's good.
In real life, Tracy Lennon and the dad are probably the same age.
Yeah, seriously. So after class, he tries to ask her out, but that's when Buck interrupts with his buddy Chuck. There's Buck and Chuck, which is confusing, but Buck is the boyfriend.
I messed their names up a few times in my notes and had to go back and correct it.
Yeah. So Buck is the boyfriend, and Chuck is his like sidekick, but it's Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman's Chuck the sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like a
bully,
like a dumb fuck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's like a dumb jock bully type.
Aggressor.
Aggressor. He's always like, "You shut up, you idiot!"
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, oh, great comeback there.
He's just there to hurt you.
Yeah. And so they interrupt, and she takes him back because Buck is like, "I'm sorry, just take me back, and we'll go to the prom together."
It's right before he's gonna ask her out. Johnny's just all ready to go, and then of course he comes down the hallway, and she's like, "Okay, I'll take it back," and he's like, "Nah."
And then Chuck's like, "You stay away from us," right? And threatens him. Then we cut to Johnny and Eddie. And they're outside of the convenience store where Missy works.
It's like an old-timey convenience store, too.
Yeah. And
it's like that fucking shop in Creepshow 2 with Chief Woodenhead.
Oh, yeah. Old Chief Woodenhead. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
a good story. I can't wait to cover that movie someday.
Oh, dude, me too.
I will say I really like the angle in which they shoot the wide of the establishing shot for the convenience store, because there's this real and I keep seeing it in the movie a lot. They'll have like a full moon in the sky, and it actually looks great.
Yeah,
it's just like an irregular angle, and you just see like the moon up in the sky and stuff, and it's really neat.
Yeah, and there's some like cool things about this movie, because I didn't really write each of them down. But some of the scenes are intercut with like pages of a comic,
which is great. I don't know why they did it that way,
but I love it.
It's not like
it keeps with like the theme throughout the whole movie. So it's not
like I just wish that Johnny had like aspirations to be like a comic book artist or something.
Yeah, like there's like this a little bit more background to it.
Yeah, like it would have been like nice if maybe at the end of the movie or something, like she finds this comic book that he's just drawing about like his experience like loving her from afar, and she's like, oh, like he's always been there, like that's
right. Yeah,
I thought they were gonna do something like that, but it's sort of like the transitions are just comic books because
like I think it's a cool creative decision.
It's neat and it looks great,
but you're right, there should have maybe been like some bigger payoff towards the end of it. But yeah, so Johnny and Eddie are devising a plan, and they're going to pretend to rob Missy at the store. And Johnny...
This is great teenager logic, by the way. Like, I'll save her, and then she'll fall in love with me.
Yes, yeah. So he's like, all right, I'm going to go into the store, order some stuff. You're going to run in and rob it, and I'm going to save the day. And that way, maybe she'll be interested in dating me.
Once she works through the trauma that I give her.
Right. Yeah. And so...
it's like, it's not a very well thought out plan, because it's like, if that ever happened to you in real life, you would just be like horrified, and then you'd probably just have some PTSD working through you, because it's like somebody coming in and aiming a gun at you.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, okay. Like, so when I was younger, I was robbed by knife point. Did I ever tell you this?
Wait, was this at McDonald's?
Yeah, McDonald's. Yeah,
tell the story again.
So I never told this on here.
No.
Okay. So I was probably like 15, and I just started working at McDonald's, and maybe it was like second or third weekend, and this is over on Kaiser Ave, right? And it was like probably my second or third week. I just started. I was pretty much brand new, and I'm by like the grill area, like in the kitchen area, and I hear someone scream. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna run back, and I see this guy standing there with a knife, and the manager is like terrified, right? And then he's like, go get, like, and everyone's like freaking out except me and the one manager, who's probably only like 21 or something at the time. But so we're like, she's like, EJ, go get bags, right? So I got like the bags, and she was like opening the safe, and the other three, I was working with all girls, and it was like late at night, and
were you like shrieking and they had to like help?
Yeah, they're like, you just come. No, I was like, at first I thought it was a joke. Like I think I laughed when I first walked in, because I never take anything serious. But I was just like, what? And then they're like, oh, it's serious. And I'm like, oh, it is serious. So I ran and got the bags, and I just remember I was like, fuck this guy, I'm gonna throw in all the change. And I was on the door. They had like all
Let's
the
go to agitate the guy with the gun. It's a good idea.
So I was like, I was getting like the rolled change and throwing it in. He was like, don't worry about the change. I was like, oh, all right.
How badass would it be if you like loaded the sack up with change and then you just turn around and whip them in the head with it?
I wish I was cool. I wasn't, though.
You probably would have gotten someone killed, though.
Yeah,
that gun
probably.
would have went off accidentally and shot one of those girls.
I'd be like, oh,
you would have been like,
I'm gonna live with that trauma.
yeah,
That's
you're gonna
great.
be like
and she's
messed up
dead
for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Mother of 3.
There was one girl that was my age, like 15. Then like a lady that was maybe like 40s, and then the two managers. One was like older, I forgot, and then one that was like 20. So me and the one that were like 20 were kind of the only ones like level-headed during this, right? And so I threw the money in. He jumped out the drive-through window and ran across the street into the getaway car.
I thought it would have been awesome if he like stopped and ordered something. Yeah, that's way out. Went to the drive-thru. It's like, oh, I'm gonna need a number 3.
Number 3, number 2.
I'm not gonna pay for it. I think you
Obviously.
understand my routine by now.
And so he runs off, and the getaway driver takes him, and my mom was in the parking lot, as well as like the girl that was my age too. Her mom was there, and they were there to pick us up because the shift was like, it was just closing when all this went down. And I just remember like my mom was able to witness like the vehicle. I don't think they ever caught them or anything either, which is crazy. But I just remember I was like, cool. The cops came in. We all had to give our statements and stuff. And then when I was able to finally talk to my mom, that's the part where I was like, oh my God, holy shit, that just happened. My mom's like, if you want to quit, I know you just started, but if you want to leave, it's totally okay. And I was like, no, I'm okay. But it was just such a weird experience. What the robbers did at the time, there was like tile ceiling, and they went up like through the roof and the bathroom, right? Like they climbed up, hid up there till we closed, and came out like down where the office was. And that's how they were able to like, that's how that all went down.
That's like,
Isn't that insane?
that's like silly shit.
I know. It's kind of crazy.
That'd be awesome if they went up there and there was already robbers up there too.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Oh, just I was already here. You gotta go.
This is my McDonald's. That's my money.
That's my money. What about my money? But yeah, no. So yeah, all that happened, and I was like 14, 15. I just started the job.
Is that why you sometimes cry when we go to McDonald's?
Yeah, I'm like, why are we here?
Why did I go to therapy?
But
Hey, can I tell you a real quick fast food story?
Yeah.
It just made me think of
yeah.
before we jump back in. My one friend Mike, his last name is Smith.
Mike Smith.
Yeah, really clever name. Mom worked hard. He was telling me this story about he worked at Wendy's, and they would just get like slammed, and his manager would just become a huge dick about it, and he would just start like going off on all the employees and stuff. Like, you gotta move fast. You better. So Mike just got sick of it at one point, and he's just like, you know what? I quit. And then he jumped over the counter and started ordering food. I think that's amazing. He quit his job, jumped over the counter, and then placed an order.
Like no one's gonna spit in it.
Oh, he's going to keep an eye on them. No, I think
No, that is hilarious. That's awesome.
I remember thinking, I'm like, that's a real good fuck you.
Yeah.
Because he has to take his order.
Yeah, you have to take this order.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. That is good. That's good.
It's a good lesson to management. Just,
Yeah.
we're all stressed out. Don't yell.
Don't you?
It's cool.
It's all good. Yeah. Keep it cool, baby. But yeah, no, so was it traumatic at the time? Yeah. But it makes a good story, I guess.
It does.
So he
Answers a lot of questions, too.
So they end up, so Johnny goes in, he's ordering stuff, and he's kind of like, oh, where's, Eddie at?
He's like killing time.
He's like killing time, and he keeps putting stuff on the counter to buy.
I like when she's just like yellow school bus. Yeah. This little plastic figure.
Yeah. And outside, we see Eddie is actually getting he runs into a person about to rob the place for real. And the robber not only takes his fake gun, but his ski mask, and then goes in. And so Johnny thinks it's fake up until like a certain point, and he realizes, oh my God, this is real.
Yeah, he kind of behaves like he's like in a movie. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't talk to her that way.
Yeah.
And very quickly realizes that this person's the real deal. It's like, oh, what a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
But he still manages to remain heroic in
Right.
the situation.
Because the guy is about to shoot Missy, and he jumps in front of the bullet, and Johnny gets shot right into the chest.
I love how he gets shot, and then he just kind of looks at her, and he's like, "Did you go to the prom with me?" And her reaction is so funny because she's like, "Sure."
Yeah, sure.
Like, she's
And then he
so-
just goes, oh, and he like dies.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
I just like her whole like, I'm overwhelmed with everything that's happening, and like she has no idea probably that he even likes her at this point.
Yeah.
She's like, "Will you go to the prom with me?" And she's like, "Sure."
Sure. Yeah.
It's like, okay.
All right. So at the funeral, his family and friends are saying goodbye, and even Missy is there, and she wishes like, oh man, I wish I got to know you a little bit better. And later that night.
Oh wait, I like a couple things.
Oh yeah.
I like the angle that they shoot from within the grave.
That's so funny. I was gonna I have that, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'll skip it. But no, that angle is unbelievably cool
It's
because it
cool.
looks. There's so much depth, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's
it
definitely
looks,
deeper than 6 feet.
Oh, 100%.
But it just
yeah.
looks very like you're getting swallowed up by the earth type thing.
Yeah, and you feel like there's so much distance between you and the living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like and
It's
so
like it's just like
really
you're
sets
getting
you.
pulled down into death, but it, like
Yeah.
But I also like the dad.
Yeah,
It's
me
like-
too.
He's like it's like, "Goodbye, son.
Goodbye,
Be nice
son."
to God."
Yeah. He probably would have been like a really good Herman Munster.
Yeah, I think so.
You know?
He's got that Fred Gwynn type thing.
Yeah.
I was like, "I still want you, Lucy. I haven't forgotten about that."
I haven't forgotten about that.
Because he does talk like that a little
He
bit.
does. Yeah. He has like that
I
little
like garlic.
swing.
It's just a little much.
yeah.
Where that's from the Lost Boys.
So later that night, Johnny comes back from the dead, and the gravedigger, does he have a name? I think he does. Later on, he knows his name for some reason.
G. Digger.
Yeah, Gravedigger, the monster truck. No, but the Gravedigger lets him know that he's back from the dead, and he oddly knows like a lot about, and he's not like freaked out by
Because it happened once 15 years ago
right.
with some lady's husband.
Yeah,
But he tells him something where he's like, "You can't leave the cemetery."
yes,
And in my mind, I'm just like, okay, well, what's he supposed to do? Just kind of wander around it?
yeah, he's warned, don't leave the cemetery. And he's like, no, it's fine, I'm gonna leave. And he's like, well, you'll find out why, right? And that never really pays off. Like I feel like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's no, like, why can't
Yeah.
you leave the cemetery? Or is it just because he's like, oh, you're dead, you're gonna see like maybe like the whole staying alive by eating others.
I feel like they were trying to do some type of like lore building.
Yeah.
And they just didn't have anything to say, so they just had him say something.
Right.
Don't leave the cemetery. Why not? Because fuck you, that's why.
Because fuck you, man. We don't want dead people roaming around out there.
I shouldn't have to answer that question.
What are you, a cop?
You weren't aware?
So Johnny gets home, and it's really funny because his parents, at first they're kind of surprised, and I love the dad's reaction, like his line there. He goes, wow, the cop, the cremator, like the mortician, and everyone pretty much thought you were dead there, buddy.
Yeah, they're very like level-headed about most of this stuff.
Yeah. And then
Because they're not like, you'd think that when he came home, they'd be shrieking and
Right.
hiding from him, but they're just like, oh,
Oh, and
Hello,
then
son.
offered. I love the mom is like, hey, there's leftover food from the funeral too, if you want some. It's like his funeral.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, there's leftovers if you want some.
It's funny because like they're not horrified and
No.
they're not like overjoyed. They're just kind of like, oh, hello again.
Level about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And so the next morning, Johnny heads to school, and everyone is pretty much surprised to see him, right? And even again, the teacher is like, "You're late," and
She's like, just because you're dead doesn't mean you can just waltz in here whenever you want.
right.
He's just like, I just came back from the dead. Okay.
Just came back from the dead,
Which
man.
is funny.
Yeah. And at lunch, Johnny is sitting with his buddy Eddie, and he almost takes a bite out of Eddie's arm. And Eddie's response is like, whoa, man, what the heck?
And he's like, I was just gonna take a bite. And he's like, you shouldn't be taking any bites.
You shouldn't take any bites. Like, what is that, man? And then Johnny asks Missy if they're still on for prom. And she kind of rejects him. She's like, I don't think so. Like, I'm still gonna be going with Buck, and you're dead. I can't go with you. You're dead, right? And he's like, oh, come on. That's no way to treat me. Just because I'm dead, like, doesn't mean I still can't go to the prom.
So the movie starts introducing something very subtly into this film.
Yeah.
They start using being a zombie as a way to tell a story about why being a racist makes you an asshole.
Well, yeah, like
it's
all these people are very prejudiced towards
the dead.
The dead, yeah.
And it's like, and again, it's like that stuff that we were watching when we were kids.
Right.
Like I love when movies and TV shows could do that, where they're just kind of like teaching you something without beating you over the head about it.
Right.
Because you're like, well, Johnny's a cool guy. What's the problem?
And he's madly in love with we the audience. We know he's madly in love with this girl.
He died for her.
He literally took a bullet for her, came back from the dead.
You'd think that when he walked into the class, everyone would have like started clapping.
Right. And be like, oh, this is I can't believe you're alive. That's amazing, man. And then she would be like, more like, wow, thank you for doing that.
All
that's
the
amazing.
girls in the class should have collectively swooned.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the most heroic thing, to give up your life for somebody that you think you love. You don't even know her that well, but
yeah,
it's a 90s movie, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But I like like how she's pretty much just kind of like, oh, I know I said that, but I am gonna go to the prom with Buck.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking that bullet.
Right. And he feels like now no one likes him, because even like Buck and Chuck come up and they're like, hey, dead boy, get out of here. You're stinking up the whole school. Right. Yeah. And they're mean to him for no other reason than him being dead now. Right. And
you're like, you can't be going around with no dead kid. You're like, I get what you're doing.
I see what's happening here is like, okay, this is interesting because
it's great. Like
it's cool because it's like a way to show like, like this is what people who are prejudiced like are stupid, right? Like they're just
like it makes you like, the nice thing about movies sometimes is that you see people like that and you're like, oh, okay, I don't want to be that way.
Yeah,
like I would not.
That person's an asshole.
Yeah, like you're like, what's his name? Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck. Yeah.
Like you see Chuck, and Chuck is just kind of like, a simple-minded, jackass type.
Basically, yeah.
But they're kind of, it's kind of coded a little bit, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, and then and he feels like, no one's liking him, but he does ask Missy for a date to the movies, right? And then we get this cool comic strip of them like walking towards the movies.
Wait,
and stuff.
So like she said, okay, there's actually an interesting thing that happens here with Missy, because he's like, I don't want you going around with no dead kid. And then at that point, she's kind of like, I imagine what's going through her head is like, well, I don't like this prick telling me what to do. So she kind of like turns around and is kind of just like, pick me up at 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of thing where it's like she feels more compelled to go with him because Dickface is telling her that she can't.
Right. Yeah, and then she's like, screw that.
Yeah,
Like, I
like,
do
who-
what I want to do, right? And like hang out with who I want to hang out with.
Which again makes her suddenly more likable because
Right.
she's just kind of like, well, it's going to tell me who I am.
Right.
You can't tell me not to hang out with the dead kid. I'll do that if I want to on a Saturday night.
Son of a bitch.
Might bite me.
Yeah.
But it's,
Whatever.
it's my bite to get.
So Johnny picks up Missy for a date to the movies where this is when we see Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, real quick thing. The footage they're showing,
Oh.
it's from the movie The Midnight Hour.
Which Elle had us watch.
Yes.
And it was so good.
Yeah, they're showing footage from The Midnight Hour, El Snow.
Yeah. And it's really funny because on the outside it just says Johnny Zombie or something.
Yeah.
And I saw that
That's
in
a-
the IMDb that it said like footage from the Midnight Hour, which was an ABC special owned by Disney and all that.
The marquee just seemed like a real, like, I don't know, what should we put on the marquee? Like, I don't know, put something up there.
Yeah.
Johnny Zombie? I don't know, whatever the fuck.
I guess that was like an original title for this movie
Yep.
and stuff too.
But then they went with My Boyfriend's Back, and I think
It's
that's a
so much
solid
better.
title.
Yeah.
I remember
And
the
I
trailer.
love that song too.
The trailer had the song in it.
Yeah. My boyfriend's back. And
Yeah.
you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Fits,
Fits the tone of the movie real well, too.
Yeah. So his buddy, Matthew McConaughey, so he's there, Matthew McConaughey, with like two other people. And he's like, I don't know, isn't that Buck's girlfriend? It's like, yeah, why is she with the dead guy? And that's all you get from Matthew McConaughey.
No, and then he goes, all right.
all right.
That's the thing about zombies.
They keep getting older. Meanwhile, they all stay the same. It's like, what? So then they recognize that Missy is, Buck's girlfriend, and they're watching the movie. Later on,
I like this scene, by the way. I like how he gets like, they're like juji fruits.
oh yeah, and she's like, I never had these before.
And he's like, he's telling her like, oh, you should put them in your mouth and then drink the soda.
Yeah,
And it's just like their chemistry is really nice here.
yeah,
because he's just kind of like, it's like something wonderful is happening in your mouth right now, isn't there? And she's just kind of like, yeah, this is good. But like they're connecting for the
Right.
first time.
yeah. Like this is an actual connection outside of like him
They're
just
flirting.
Yeah, like from afar, always interacting from afar.
Yeah.
And then this is a first like intimate moment between the two.
I also I like too that she definitely went out with him to just kind of like, give Buck
Yeah.
the middle finger. But right about now, I think is when she's starting to be like, I like the way that this guy like looks at me, because he's not doing it as a strictly like lustful kind of way.
Right.
It's like she's kind of like, oh, he sees me type of thing.
Yeah.
And like he's real sweet to her, and he's not like aggressive or anything. And she says that later on. She's like, you're not like other boys. Like, you don't talk to me or treat me like other boys and stuff. And it's nice.
Yeah.
It starts to develop here.
Yeah, and then and so when Johnny's dropping her off, they kind of bond even more in the car while they're talking, and they almost kiss, but his ear falls off.
Well, they do kiss.
Oh yeah, like and they stop.
She starts like sucking on his ear.
Yeah, and it just like falls off, and he's like, "Oh no!"
Now, interesting things about Missy. Suddenly, I get the sense that she's slightly a necrophiliac, because she seems a little
Into it.
a little hot about him being like dead.
Yeah.
She's just
Yeah.
like, oh wow.
Oh. like how dead are you?
Like was like kissing stuff, and she's just kind of like, at that point she seems real like, wow, like I'm real into this.
Yeah.
But like she's literally kissing like a dead man, so that's neat. But
It's
his
awesome.
ear falls off in her mouth.
Yeah.
And she's like pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Like I think
And
that
she's
would
like-
be like a horrifying experience for most.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people would be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry,"
Yeah.
or like whatever. Yeah.
She handles it as good as you can.
Right. So Johnny goes to his doctor, Dr. Bronson, who love this actor. I think he's so funny and so charismatic, and like the actor who plays this doctor is so good.
Yeah.
And I'm such a huge fan.
I immediately loved him because he starts like talking into the ear.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, can you hear
Whoa,
this?
can you hear this?
I also like how he's just kind of like, he's like, oh, this is great. He's like, can I keep it?
Yeah, he's like, no.
I just like, no.
He's like, here's some glue. Just glue it back on. And or staple. I could staple it on for you. And
You know, it's funny. He probably paid like thousands of dollars in medical
get
bills
this.
for that. Yeah.
I know. And so the doctor checks him out and confirms he's dead. And he's like, yeah, just glue the ear back on. And then Dr. Bronson sends Johnny to see old lady Maggie, right? Or Maggie?
McGaggy.
Yeah, who is played by Cloris Leachman, which is awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And it's her husband was rumored to have come back like 15 years ago. And she warns him.
Should have elaborated on that more.
Yeah, like, well, why? Like, where is he now? Like, what
happened?
Yeah.
They're like, you know, my husband came back from the dead once. And? Oh, nothing?
Nothing? Okay.
Oh, we're just going to drop it here.
But she warns him, like, the only way to survive, because he's like, I got to make it to prom, because she said she would go to prom with me, and I'm falling apart, and I'm decomposing. Like, how could I stop? Is there a way to, like, keep my life going? And she's like, the only way to do this, she's like, I'll warn you, you have to eat the flesh of the living, and the more you eat, the more time you have. And he's like, that idea sucks. Like, I hate that.
Because he's like, I almost took a bite out of my friend Eddie, and it was such the wrong thing to do.
It was such the wrong thing to do. And then Dr. Bronson, we see, is back in the lab working on something to help Johnny from decomposing.
Well, you think that.
You think so? Yeah.
You feel like he's like coming up with some hackney way to keep him alive.
Right.
Which is funny because, you know,
It has a funny payoff.
it has a very funny payoff, but
Yeah.
he's kind of has like beakers and shit.
Yeah.
Like he's like in the Frankenstein lab.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he's kind of like like a Victor Frankenstein in this era of this moment of the movie. And and he just looks like a mad scientist, and it's really cool.
Victor Frankenstein, if he was like burnt out from doing lots of drugs or something.
Yeah, he's like, I lived through the '60s.
Yeah.
Did a lot of LSD.
Yeah, it wasn't all
That's
just
Dr.
about,
Bronson.
It wasn't just about resurrecting monsters. It was doing psychedelics.
Psychedelic. So at home, Johnny's in his room, and he gets a visit from Missy. But we find out it's all a dream. But in this dream, there's a lot of funny moments that happen where he sneezes and his nose flies off across the room, and she like picks it up and puts it back on. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna get going, and then his arm comes off, and then like he goes to stand up, his leg falls off, and then eventually his giblets are hinted at to like falling off.
Yep.
And then he wakes up, he's like, oh, thank God, it was just
Checks himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
It becomes very quick that they figure out that it's a dream, because she kind of shows up in like it's not like a nightie, but it's not too far off.
Yeah, it's definitely something the character wouldn't wear.
Yeah, and she like climbs up
the trellis.
To go to his window, like she's Glenn from Nightmare on Elm Street or something.
Yeah,
and she's kind of like, oh, I'm here to make out with you, and then like his nose flies.
Missy
off his
explains
face.
it all.
Wow. Hi, Sam.
Na.
Play cool.
So at school, Johnny reads up on zombies.
Oh, by the way, when Johnny wakes up,
Yeah.
speaking of our adventure with Godzilla,
Yes.
the VR game, there's a Godzilla statue on his nightstand.
Dude, I know. It's crazy because I was like, there's Godzilla. Because I watched it today. So, yeah.
After we got done playing that game, EJ, I went home and I popped this movie on and I saw Godzilla, and I remembered our tour.
We did it, man.
Yeah.
We saved the world.
Remember when we thought we were going to die going up into the air to fight the Godzillas?
Yeah.
And then we came back alive, man. We saved a lot of
in
people.
one piece.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else kind of ate it. But
I'm going to say the
we did
atomic
awesome.
breath probably killed a lot of people. The death tolls were probably pretty high, but...
What was up with... Okay, in the game, really quick.
Yeah.
Godzilla, he does like a little atomic breath, and like this little bomb comes up in the air.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
part?
that was weird. It was
I
like
was
a
like, what is
circular
this?
spinning thing.
I've never seen Godzilla do this move.
Maybe it was like
before.
a movie we didn't see. It was like Godzilla versus the circular spinning contraption.
I was like, what is that? But yeah, so at school, Johnny reads up on zombies, and he's almost gonna bite this one girl. She's like, keep it cool, dead boy.
His inching towards her while just kind of like leering at her is really funny.
It's so good. It would have been cool if they added like a little drool or something, you know?
And like some music, like a Looney Tunes or something.
Yeah.
Where it's like dun 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 dun
Dun,
dun 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 dun.
Oh, that would have been so good. There we see where Missy asks Johnny more about his condition and stuff in the library. And they almost kiss here, but that's when Chuck and Buck show up.
That is very confusing.
Yeah, Chuck and Buck.
Chuck and Buck.
Yeah, I get it because they're probably like, oh, this is funny. Like, they're very basic.
Yeah, and they're similar and
shitty. Yeah.
Like they came out of the same package.
Yes, yeah. So Chuck chases this is great. So Chuck chases Johnny around the school. And eventually he breaks the bat. And so he breaks the glass and he takes out
like
an axe.
like he's Laurie Strode in H2O.
Yeah. And he accidentally kills himself because he goes to wind up with the axe but doesn't realize like the blade's facing his head.
He just winds it back too far.
Winds it back and he hits himself right in the top of the head. And
Very-
Philip Seymour
very
Hoffman
funny.
kills himself.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Was there a joke in there?
No.
Oh, I thought you set me up for something.
No.
Because you like looked at me like, get it? And I'm
Get
like,
it?
No.
No, he accidentally kills himself. And Johnny is like, oh, well, I guess I could eat him, right? Like he's still kind of dead alive. Like the flesh is probably still okay to eat. So he starts to eat part of Chuck.
Yeah.
And that's when Eddie and Missy show up, and Eddie drops like one of the funniest lines of the movie, which is, "Man, colleges don't like this kind of stuff." and you could see like he didn't really like eat Chuck to like the bone or anything. He just like
taking a
took
bite.
a couple bites out of his stomach.
Yeah, just trying it out.
Yeah. And that's when, you know, they cut away and Dr. Bronson.
Oh wait, I gotta back it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So like following that whole thing, they show this news report, and there's
Yeah.
this back and forth between a news reporter and what is
Oh.
actually Missy's father.
Right.
So the news reporter goes, "We just received word that some sort of tragedy has happened in the high school today." And then Missy's father responds with, "No, nothing unusual." And she's like, "Well, I was referring to the slaughter." And he's like, "Right, well, there was that. Earlier today, one of the students got badly killed."
Yeah. I love that.
That
That's
whole
so good.
exchange, I've rewound it 3 times. It made me laugh so hard.
It's so good.
Because she's like, "Oh, I was referring to the slaughter." And he's like, Right.
Right.
Well, there was that.
Yeah. And then Dr. Bronson.
It's weird because there's like a news team outside of the school.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what exactly is supposed to be going on here, but there's so like Chuck dies, cut to news report covering the murder, and then the father basically is like, oh, the news report says something. She's like, "Oh, I heard it was Johnny, so and so who did this," and he's like, "Well, no, Johnny's dead."
Right.
And I'm like, at that point thinking like, oh, is he trying to protect Johnny or something?
Right,
It
yeah.
turns out it was nothing.
Right.
It meant nothing at all.
Yeah. It was a funny moment.
The back and forth was fine. They should have
Yeah.
left it there, but then
Yeah.
they went too far with it.
Yeah.
It's like that Seinfeld episode when George didn't know how to stop the joke. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
do.
I'm just going to cut it off at a certain point.
So good. So Dr. Bronson gets a call about Chuck and requests from his helper, like he's like, "Get me a chicken." And she's like, "What?" He's like, "I'm working on something for Johnny. I promised the kid, I gotta help him out." And so he's checking out Chuck, and he's like, yep, Chuck is sick. And the father goes, what? He's dead. He has like an axe in his head. He's like, well, he might be ill. And then I also love that this is when we see Edwin Neal from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The hitchhiker is kind of like Chuck Sr.'s buddy, like one of his older buddies.
Yeah, there are a couple of like stereotypical redneck fellas.
Yeah.
And they have like their own like music that's really silly.
Right. Yeah.
It's like this like heroic hillbilly music.
Yes. And it's really good.
It's worth listening to.
Yes. So Johnny gets home and his parents bring a kid home for him to eat. They're like, hey, yeah, we found this little kid and you could have him as a snack. He's like, what? No, I'm not going to eat this little kid, Mom. She's like, oh, no, it's okay. Like, I don't think he has parents or anything, right? And that's when Chuck Sr. shows up with like his two buddies, and they're looking for Johnny, and when they see him, they shoot him, right? But, of course, he doesn't die. He's a zombie. And they're like, what the heck? And they're...
I like the exchange between the two dads.
Yeah,
it's kind
me
of like,
too.
Well, we understand your boy's a zombie. Well, he killed and ate my boy. Like, they're very cordial about it.
Right. Well, he killed and ate my boy. And then I love that the little kid comes out, and it turns out he's little Chuck.
He's little Chuck.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And he goes, what are you doing with my son? And then he's like, they're going to eat me, Daddy. And he's like, what? And then he shoots at Johnny again, and Johnny's, of course, fine. That's when the mom steps up. She steals the shotgun. And instead of, it's not like a badass moment, but
it's silly.
It's like very silly.
She's like, the guy's just like, he's like, you wouldn't shoot me. And she's like, I might.
I might.
She's like, now get out of my house or I'll clip your manhood.
Yeah. She like politely threatens him.
No, she's kind of like giddy about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's really funny because it's not like, you get out of this house or else, you know, she's like, you get out of this house
or I'll clip your manhood.
Yeah. And she's so sweet about it. It's really funny.
It's really exciting for her.
Yeah. She is like a gem. Like, she's so good in this movie. So all the guys leave the house. Then we see where Johnny gets that original Missy gift. Like, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna win her over. I'm gonna give her the gift
because he's held on to it since that birthday party when he froze up.
Yep.
And now he's ready to just get her back with one small gesture.
Yep.
And it's a long way for her to go because last time she saw him, he was eating a man in the hallway.
Yes.
But hey, a sentimental gift, it's gonna smooth something over.
Definitely. And so he goes to the hair salon to see Missy, and he confesses that he only ate Chuck for her, and he came back from the dead for her.
And then that girl that's there, she's like, my boyfriend won't even pump gas for me.
Yeah. Which is so, like, in tune with this movie.
I know. It's a great little line.
Yeah. And because it kind of, I don't know if, like, at the time, I wonder if critics compared this to maybe, like, Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, it's definitely has,
you know what I mean?
Vibe,
like, it
yeah.
has like the vibe of trying to mix like a certain culture to like a new wave, not new wave, but like a horror genre. And it's funny. I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah, it's like Edward Scissorhands with brain damage.
Yeah, like,
you know,
or something. Yeah, it's like
it's not quite on that level of greatness, but
right.
It's the Disney Channel's answer to Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a good comparison because you could see there's like definitely like a 50s aesthetic or 60s aesthetic to this movie that is very reminiscent to like Edward Scissorhands.
That was a very common thing that happened in 80s movies because my idea, or what I always thought, was that the people that were like teenagers in the 50s were probably like writing screenplays.
Yeah.
And then those movies when they were made were like, you know, made in the
era.
80s, but it's like what they knew from when they were teenagers. So it's
Yeah.
like in the 80s they're like, well, you know, it's the guy in a Letterman jacket.
Yeah.
And they go to the drive-in and share a malt and they go to the pictures. Like it's very like Americana kind of stuff.
Yeah, like a nuclear family thing. And Yeah, definitely like the writers of the 80s, right? Or people like filmmakers of that time grew up in the 50s. So
Yeah.
to them is this
What do the
romanticized.
youths?
Yeah.
What are the youths?
And it's kind of funny because that there's a lot of the filmmakers who saw time like that or used that to apply to the 80s. And then there's John Hughes who was just like, hey, here's kids.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he had his finger on the pulse of what was going on.
Like, here they are right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Whereas like a lot of the screenwriters back then were just kind of pulling from what they knew, I would assume.
yeah, I feel like even now, like there's probably like filmmakers who are making things that feel very 80s because they finally made it to that point in life where they can make films and
Yeah.
do stuff, and they're like, oh, I grew up in like part of the 80s, and they kind of romanticize the 80s now, you know what I mean? So you see that vibe coming back a little bit.
It's like in the screenplay, it's like Stacy picks up her rotary phone.
Right.
You know, like,
But even like Quentin Tarantino grew up in the 70s, right?
yeah. It's
And
got a real, like,
if you watch his films, it feels like you're watching 70
like
movies.
exploitation movies. In
Yeah,
the 70s,
like from the 70s and stuff. So I feel like like a lot of directors or filmmakers in general are probably applying to like some romanticized time.
They might have even have been like 9-10 years old
Right.
during like, you know, during the 50s, so like they probably had some idea of what they thought it was, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and it makes sense, you know.
like
it's
the 80s, you know, or the 90s. I mean, this movie's in the 90s.
Right.
I don't look like a 90s world to me.
No. That's why, like, there's some people who have their finger on the pulse of, like, what that time was. And then there's others that have, like, the romanticized time that they
Yeah.
applied to that time.
When I was 9, I saw my brother pick up his best gal.
Right. And
He was wearing a leather jacket, and he was a greaser.
he was a greaser and, like,
That's
wasn't
the
allowed to date my
definition of
sister.
Cool.
Yeah. I definitely think that is, like, Hollywood in a nutshell a little bit.
Yeah.
There's, like, someone applying that a certain time period.
Yeah, even like some of like Missy's clothes are very like of a different time. Because
Yeah.
if it was like the 90s, everything would have been like bright colors.
Yeah. Right.
Urkel.
Yeah. But like they dress kind of like the 50s.
They
Because
do.
even like Buck, his haircut is kind of very reminiscent of like a Elvis pompadour
Yeah.
almost. You know, not really, but almost.
Chuck's
you know
got
what I
his
mean?
Letterman jacket on, his hat on
Exactly.
backwards. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's not quite 90s, but
Right.
it's great.
Yeah, they're like if they really were going for like a 90s, there's no like grunge kid. You know what I
No.
mean? Like you don't see any like kids dressed up like
It just watch like the first few seasons of Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
And you'll see how much they missed the mark.
yeah. It's
Remember
like,
Mr. Turner?
Yeah, he was straight from
Your
like
homework
the 50s.
assignment tonight. Read this issue of X-Men.
Don't make me laugh. It's like, wait, Mr. Turner, are the auditions for Grease coming up?
He had a motorcycle too.
Yeah, he was. He was
Yeah,
all
I
about
guess it's
that.
kind of it's holding true, this theory, because like Mr. Turner came in and he was cool to the kids, and he had like he was like a greaser type
Right?
guy,
Yeah,
but he was like a teacher.
yeah.
So they're like those '90s kids thought that what was cool in the '50s translated well.
Right.
They should have came in on like a skateboard or something.
Exactly. If it was
Hey,
like,
dudes.
actually, hey guys,
Cowabunga, I'm Mr. Turner.
that would have applied 100%
Yeah.
to like, oh, this guy's cool. He knows Ninja Turtles. But if you really think about it, it's kind of weird how
It
that
is.
works out. Yeah.
It's like those kids probably should have been like, oh wow, that guy's like living in the past.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
This guy's really into like 50s
He's
stuff.
a loser.
I like 50s stuff. I
Me
like-
too, man. I mean, I love in movies.
Yeah.
I love like the Blob.
Yeah. I love like music from the 50s.
Me too.
I don't know, like the aesthetics of the 50s, and I love Grease. Grease is such a good movie.
Yeah.
Even though
Grease
I know
rocks.
it's a 70s movie, but it's based in
Takes
like
place in some
1959.
idealized version of the 50s. Not even quite idealized, really.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mean world they're living in that in that movie.
I love American Graffiti. That's like one of my favorite movies too. I love that movie.
Yeah.
But anyways, so after he goes to see Missy and he tells her this stuff, she's so moved by what he said and finds it very endearing, right? Like, oh, you came back from the dead for me and you ate someone so you could go to prom for me? Like, and she's kind of like, wow, okay. Like, I
My
didn't
boyfriend
realize
won't
that.
even pump gas for me.
Yeah. So he then gives her the gift, which is a heart locket with both of their pictures inside, but like pictures of them from when they were kids. And they kiss. They actually have this moment where they finally kiss, and I think it's like a meaningful, deep, good, like I see you kind of kiss, And
That's when all the racists come out of the woodwork now.
yeah. So
They're like, that zombie boy is walking around with a living woman.
she's alive and you're dead. Get out of here.
All
And
small town judgmental looks when they're walking around together.
so Chuck Sr. interrupts them, and the town kind of rallies behind this anti-living, or like anti-dead thing. That's
Someone
happening.
calls Missy a zombie slut.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, asshole.
And they're all against this union of Johnny, the dead boy, dating a living girl, Missy, right? And luckily, that's when the sheriff, Missy's dad, shows up, and she's like, "Hey, like he kind of settles them down a little bit, and then he's like, all right, I want to meet your family if you guys are gonna date or whatever, right?" So Johnny and Missy's parents eat dinner together. And the mom's
hijinks ensue.
And some hijinks ensue. But we see the mom. She goes, "Hey, can you grab something out of the fridge?" And then Johnny goes to the fridge. He opens it, and there's a dead body inside.
Very funny stuff.
And he's like, "Mom, what is going on here?" Right? And like, because the sheriff doesn't know about this. And she's like, "Well, I just thought, I'd get you a snack just in case you were hungry." And he's like, "What? You killed someone?" She's like, "Oh, no, I just went to the morgue. There's a bunch of these down there." And the mom is hilarious.
Very, supportive parents.
Yes. And we see the sheriff is getting upset about Johnny taking Missy to the prom. He's like, "Listen, I don't really like the idea of this happening, blah, blah, blah." And he's getting upset. And that's when, later on, Eddie brings Johnny to a tied up Chuck. But
wait, one thing before
Yeah.
we cruise past the dinner.
yeah.
I like how at one point the dog is
it's
dragging a body into the room
Yeah.
behind the dad.
Yeah.
And then you see the dad get up oh shit. And he gets up and you see him kind of struggling to get the body out of the room in the background.
Yeah.
That type of humor is great. I just wish they went further with it.
Yes.
I wish
yeah.
there was all sorts of stupid things happening in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a great moment because the sheriff has no idea all this is happening behind him. But the way they film it, the sheriff's talking to everybody, and behind him, you see Johnny's father kind of wrestling with the dog
To
over
get
a
the
dead
body.
body.
Yeah, it's really, really funny. And that dog, good woof woof actor right there.
Yeah. So Eddie brings Johnny to a tied up Chuck Sr., and Chuck Sr. dares him to try and eat him. And basically he's like, "Oh, you eat like a little wimp, right?" He's like, "You try that leg out," right? And he's like, "Arr," he's like, "Oh, come on, you got to do better than that."
Better than that.
And then it turns out it's like a dream. Well, before he wakes up, he also has Missy, who's kind of again trying to be like, "Take a bite out of me," blah blah blah. And he's like, "No, what are you doing?" And then he finally wakes up.
I do like that the Chuck Senior,
Yeah.
how he eats him down to like a cartoon skeleton.
Yes.
It's just
yeah.
his head on a
His head-
skeleton body.
Yeah. And so
And he's still alive.
Yeah.
And still antagonizing him.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
It's really good. So that night, Missy's parents are trying to talk her into going to the prom with Buck. Like, they're like, come on, get it together. Go to the prom with Buck. Forget that kid, blah, 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 blah. And she locks herself in the room, and that's when we see where Johnny climbs up to her window by the trellis, and
a lot of that in this. Now that's the point where a ladder should have hit, and it was like, wow. Hey Johnny.
No. And so then Johnny climbs to...
Except that's more like nom 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 nom
nom nom nom nom nom. So Johnny climbs through her window and they kiss, and at that moment he almost bites her, and that's when he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna hurt her, like if I stay with her. And he tries to like break it off with her a little bit so that way he won't put her in harm's way. And meanwhile,
it's a wrong call.
Yeah,
obviously. If you're not putting the women you love in danger, then I mean, what's the relationship exactly?
What's going on there?
Yeah.
So Dr. Bronson thinks he might have found a cure to save Johnny, right? And his assistant goes, "You pretty much found the fountain of youth. You can make like a lot of money off this." And he's like, "Well, I did promise to help this teenage boy, And the assistant's like, but you could like literally like reconstructive surgery. Like you could literally have the fountain of youth again." He's like, "Oh, well, yeah, but I want to help this kid first." So Johnny runs into Eddie and he says Johnny should eat Buck. He's like, "Dude, just eat Buck. That way you could jump in and you won't be hungry. And you could like still go to the prom." And Johnny's like, no, I just don't want to do that. Like, that's not the way to do it.
He's a good friend. He completely relinquishes his morality.
Right. To just help his buddy out.
Innocent person. He might be a dick.
He's a dick, but
that's, you probably shouldn't eat him.
So Johnny's like, no, I can't go through with this. Right. And he doesn't really trust himself around people. And he tells Eddie this. Meanwhile, Dr. Bronson then pulls up, right? And he tells Johnny, he's like, "Hey, I might have a way to save your life. Come with me," right?
If you want to live.
But really, he's going back to his place, and we see he gets Johnny there, and he has him tied up, and he plans on carving up his body, like 40 pounds of it. So that way...
He's like, I can't give up 40 pounds.
40 pounds? He's like, okay, well, 30. He's like, no. And so that way he could actually become a millionaire off of like using
cosmetic
Johnny's...
surgery.
Yeah, like cosmetic surgery.
He wants to chop up Johnny to essentially help him with some kind of like scheme for cosmetic surgery.
Right. And so meanwhile, Missy and Eddie show up to the doctors and they untie him, and outside there's a mob of people who want Johnny, like the dead boy, right? And like when I say mob, they literally do have like torches,
which in an age
battering ram.
In an age of streetlights, you don't need the torches,
right? But they have torches. They have a ram.
They do have a ram.
Yeah, to ram down the doctor's door.
Now, here's the point where I'm thinking about where the doctor is in this film. All he has to do is tell them the truth.
Right.
Because he's like, oh, I haven't seen him. But I'm like, I would have just been like, oh, I'm going to brutally murder him up there.
Right.
To maybe make some of you look better. Anybody opposed to this? No?
No, I might have found the Fountain of Youth.
Anybody think that's amazing?
You guys won't ever have to worry about like anytime you just regenerate.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, like he doesn't say anything.
All he had to do was tell them the truth.
And so Johnny escapes by using the fire escape, and the mob chases him down to the cemetery, and the mob wants him dead. But Missy stands in the way. Like they all like are pointing their guns at the zombie.
I like the sheriff's like, let the zombie go and I'll buy you a pretty new dress.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I don't want a new dress.
I don't want a new dress. And it's that moment where he took a bullet in the beginning of the movie for her, and now she's standing in the way of miniguns ready to take mini bullets for him.
That town is packing.
And that town, every citizen has a gun.
They're ready to go.
And so Johnny and Missy end up kind of, and the sheriff all talk the citizens into, hey, like, it's okay. Like, like, even though he's dead, we shouldn't be prejudiced against this kid, right? And the town's like, okay.
No, his logic is he's like, would any of you have eaten someone to be with her?
Right.
And I would have just been like, wait, what?
What?
What are you asking?
Oh yeah, the
us?
gravedigger said that. Yeah.
He's like, he's eating people to be with her. Would any of you have done that to be with her? And they're all like, oh, I guess not.
I guess not.
Makes me a shit person.
Would you come back from the dead?
I would have just been like, wait, what?
What? So Johnny and Missy get a police escort to the prom, and Johnny's kind of like falling apart. Not like his limbs aren't falling off or anything, but physically he's ill and dying and decomposing. And they get the police escort, and
because he just wants that one dance with her.
Yeah, he just wants that one dance with her. So at prom,
because he knows that he's about to die again,
right?
And she knows he's on his way out, and the only thing that he wants before he leaves the earth is to dance with her once and live out a dream, a childhood dream.
And he dances with her, and he collapses to the ground, and he wakes up in heaven, and he finds out he wasn't even supposed to die in the first place. The gunman was supposed to die, like slip on some coffee, and end up dying, right? And he
Kevin's
goes,
just like, well,
we
made a mistake.
So,
but here in heaven, we make
we make errors sometimes.
We do. We're like everyone else.
Yeah.
But we also like to fix things and do right by the people we victimize and accidentally kill.
Yeah. So they put him back. So Johnny goes back right to where he was right before he was about to get shot. So the guy walks in, he still aims the gun at Missy, and Johnny still jumps in front of the bullet. And that's when the coffee thing happens. He goes, oh, now the coffee thing happened.
Yeah, he was supposed to slip on coffee
and like break his neck or something.
Yep.
The robber, but it happens after the gun goes off and kills Johnny again.
Yeah, it's still an error.
And then he realizes, well, actually, Missy kind of realizes, like, oh my God, wait a second.
Before we get there, he at that point confesses his love for her. So
yeah,
I want everyone at home to keep this in mind. She hasn't lived any of the experience that she gained throughout the rest of this film at this point. We're back on the night when he got shot.
Yeah.
So I just want to keep that in mind. Go ahead.
And so he confesses his love to her, right? And then she realizes the locket saved his life, and she like the heart locket that he's wearing. And so she's like, wow. And then I don't know if she remembers everything happening.
No.
Is that what happened? Like,
no.
That's what I thought when she saw the locket.
And then she opens it, and I would have just started shouting at him. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because she opens it up, and it's just like a picture of them as children.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, what is wrong with you? Why the fuck do you have this?
Why are you wearing this right now?
Because he was able to give like context when they like, before he went to heaven and went back to day one.
Yeah.
He was able to kind of explain why he had the locket. But now she opens it up, and he's just been wearing this locket with pictures of them as children. So I would have just been like screaming at him.
Yeah. And she does say, though, she's like, oh my God, you took a bullet for me, right? Like I
have so many more questions about this locket.
Yeah. And then it cuts to them going to the prom together for real. And like everything ends on a happy note.
Everything ends on a very happy note.
Yeah.
It's a very satisfying ending.
Yeah, it's a satisfying ending.
For
I
this
feel like
type of film.
Yeah, like do you feel like if it ended where he just passed, like he passed away, would have been satisfying, or do you feel like no, they needed to
No,
end
I like this ending. I remember I have to check in with 9-year-old me once in a while, and 9-year-old me was real relieved
Yeah.
that he didn't die because I like Johnny.
I think he's such a cool character.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah,
He's not a shit.
and super funny. I don't understand how this actor never took off either. Like, I feel like I haven't seen him in other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, he's very, he just says he's very like relatable, I guess. But yeah, I think if it like ended in a dark way, I think it would just be one of those movies where you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But it's like a movie for kids.
Right.
So I think they chose the correct avenue. I also like the fact that this whole thing, this whole experience was a mishap from heaven.
Yeah.
They made a mistake.
They're like, oops,
And then now they're
our
like,
bad.
okay, well, we're going to refund you your life.
Yeah. It's like, what? I get to live again? And right before I die? So it is kind of funny in that sense where he could fix it. And even though he goes back and he knows everything that's about to happen, it still plays out the same that it did the first time. But this time he is wearing the locket. That's why I always thought like the locket kind of was like one of those things where it kind of triggers like a memory of things.
I would hope so. Otherwise, I would have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Like, why are you wearing this, you sick monster?
Why are you wearing this? You sick monster.
Fucking weirdo.
But yeah, no.
Why couldn't you have an adult photo of me?
But yeah, it's just so, I don't know. I love the movie though. What are your thoughts? Would you recommend this movie, and did you like it?
This is like one of those things we talk about every so often, like the little kid's starter pack into horror. Mm-hmm. It's a very safe movie, little edge in there periodically. I think it's very charming, has some likable leads. I remember really liking this when I was a kid, and I thought it was charming rewatching it. So I would definitely recommend watching it if you want something very light and just kind of a little bit of a throwback to 90s/1950s.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's good. How about you?
Yeah, I would recommend it. I definitely enjoyed it. I feel like if you're doing like a double feature with this, I feel like the Midnight Hour kind of would be a good double feature with this one.
Yeah, they have even that whole thing at the end with the two kids that are,
Right.
they're in love,
Exactly.
and then I forget how that movie ends.
But yeah, I feel like that it has like some similar stuff,
yeah.
but
Doesn't have that
but it's
awesome
interesting.
dance scene though.
No, it doesn't.
No, Midnight Hour's got a real cool dance sequence.
And LeVar Burton, of course,
true.
which is awesome. But yeah, no, that I would say like this is a fun movie, and it's definitely in line with like a PG,
Yeah.
like not really horror, but just like a fun zombie movie.
Little kid horror.
Yeah, this is like if you have like a 10-year-old kid, I feel like this movie, maybe it's okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think there's anything in it that's like, there's no like gore.
Yeah.
There's no like intense scenes in it.
Right.
It's very jokey. Like
There's some good comedy in it. I feel like there's
Real
some
good
really
comedy.
good jokes in there.
But you have to have like a real specific kind of humor though.
Yeah.
Like I could maybe like see some kind of like, maybe like a modern day kid watching this and being
I'm
like,
this isn't
corny
funny
and stupid.
Yeah.
And I would say to that
This
kid,
is unbelievable.
and I'd be like, you know what, kid, drink Drano.
No, I think this movie it's definitely it has like a lot of really cool things about it that I would recommend this movie, and I do like it a lot. And yeah. Let's go into our emojis.
Let's hear those bomb ass emojis.
All right, what are your emojis for this movie?
I would give like one of those zombies,
Yeah.
and I would give like a heart, and then like a girl emoji
Okay.
because they love each other,
Yeah.
and then I would tie it all together with a fabulous woof woof.
I love it.
Because that dog brings that zombie into the room, and he did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I would give it like a little cemetery stone,
Okay.
a little gravestone. I think they have zombie hands, so like a zombie hand.
I'll
'Cause
take
that's
your
cool.
word for it.
And then a heart, and then what else can I give this? What's a good prom emoji?
You should have had this all worked out.
A
already.
disco ball.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, for the prom.
Okay.
And then yeah, I think that's it.
Hey, before we jump into the next thing,
Yeah.
what was your favorite kill?
Oh yeah. Probably Chuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chuck.
Yeah, I feel like Chuck was just stupid, and
It's
like a surprise.
It's the right amount of stupid.
Yeah, it's like it's really dumb, and I could see someone probably actually doing that in real life.
So I feel like
It's just kind of funny.
everyone at home, if you were expecting more out of what was our favorite kill, that was the quickest one.
Yeah, that was the
ever done.
quickest one. Let's go into our plugs.
It's time for a plug.
All right, Rory, you could go first, sir.
Well, I would like to plug Raven View Productions. It is a film production company that I love. And you can find it on all the socials, including the YouTubes. And I know we've been saying this a little bit for a couple months now, but there is something really cool coming down the pipeline. But until then, you can check out the film The Burden of Beauty on Facebook right now. You can watch that. And
Adam Farley just watched it.
Adam Farley approves. Sarah Vista Broker Real Estate. You can check out that whole real estate company if you're looking to buy.
And a podcast now,
She has
too.
a podcast right now. Honestly, I was telling her, like, it's not the worst idea to, answer some questions if you have like any concerns or anything that you have about like the housing market, things that, if you're apprehensive about, I'd say you could reach out to her and she might be able to actually like talk about it on the podcast. So check that out. I got Gravy Diggers Pot Pie. That is actually like a zombie dish.
Yeah,
It's a gravy digger.
it's delish.
It's delish.
It's a dish that's delish.
Schwartz Dreamboat. You can see him perform at the Electric City Improv every weekend with Ed and Alec, and they're always crushing it. And now they're teaching classes and doing actual sets that you can check out, and you will not be disappointed. It's some of my favorite weekends I've had lately have been
Right.
going to ECI.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm really not like prepared for any of this right now because I'm like stumbling through this.
No, you're doing great.
Real Chronicles, friend of the show, Dave Gonzalez. That is his podcast. I just did the 1991 draft with them. It's a really fun episode, and I stand by my list. But you can check them out. They put an episode out every week, and it's always fun and informative, and their knowledge of film history is unmatched. Criterion Collection, because motherfucker, we spend a lot of money.
Yeah, we do.
We do. Trivia Master Brad is a friend of the show. Greg Caldwell always says the hardest working man in trivia.
Yes.
Lastly, Kitties of NEPA Pet Rescue. It is fucking so cold out there right now. Get those cats off the street. You want to adopt them. You want to just love them so they can just hang out with you all the time. I was watching JFK and I had Nella cat sleeping on my lap. And then eventually she was just laying with me. She had a little head on my shoulder and she was sleeping. And I'm pretty sure she was snoring. And it was adorable. And that's all I have.
Hell yeah. All right. So yeah, I have a couple things to plug as well, of course. First and foremost, Adam Farley of the MDG crew.
Hell yeah.
He has a new song coming out. The band has a new song coming out in March, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be awesome. It's called Alone Again. You guys are gonna freaking love it. It's awesome. Also, if you want to see upcoming shows with Adam Farley, in the MDG crew, go to themdgcrew.com and you can see upcoming shows. And I think they have a merch thing now.
Oh, shit.
If you want to get like some t-shirts and all that kind of cool stuff, you can get some stuff there.
They should make a MDG crew neck.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
I'm
That's
writing that
for
down.
you, Adam.
I'm going to send that to Adam right away. Crew neck. Okay. And then Adam also is going to have like a podcast coming out. It's through his job or something. But he was like telling me about it, and it's called Adam Farley and the Right Stuff. And he's going to be hosting it. And he did the music. He sent me the song, and I was like, yo, it's good. It's really good. So keep an eye out for that. Also, check out New Metal Messiah, Jon Snow.
Metal Messiah, Jon Snow.
He's got like 20 different bands. He's amazing to see live. You got to see him live. He's incredible. So make sure to check out EasternTributeCollective.com. Or if you want to check their Facebook out, and they have different pages for all the bands. So make sure to like and follow all of those, and you can see what upcoming shows they have. He's incredible to see live. Make sure to go see him live. Next, of course, Respawn Tattoo. This is we're actually recording our episode from Respawn Tattoo right now.
Yeah, we broke in.
Yeah, we got into the dungeon.
Smashed the window, and here we are.
We're in the dungeon of Respawn.
Shit.
And it's awesome. So special thanks to Jay for hooking us up, Gentle Jay. And also, like, if you guys need some ink done, his artwork is incredible. Like, he has in his shop all this cool art that he did. But if you're ever here and you're a horror movie fan, you're going to be blown away by like just what he has in the shop.
It's
like,
overwhelmingly awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. You obviously a huge horror fan. So make sure to check out Respawn Tattoo in Dunmore, PA. And yeah, get some ink done by Gentle J.
Get some ink.
And then also check out Shanty Hill Design. If you need a new website.
Shanty what?
Oh, Shanty Town Design. Oh my God, I fudged it up again.
Yeah, you're good.
Mike Vinci is gonna kill me.
Shanty
He's gonna kill me. Check out Shantytown Design. If you need like a new website or logo, or if you're trying to move some like drugs, some product. No, but if you guys are looking to sell or have like a logo or a band or anything like that, go to shantytowndesign.com, and Mike Vinci and his crew could hook you up, because they hooked us up with our website, which is frequelspodcast.com, the last thing I'm going to plug. And on there, we have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have glassware, we have child cigarettes. So make sure to check out frequelspodcast.com, which has links to a bunch of different things that we mentioned, but also links to episodes and our Facebook and Instagram. So make sure to check that out, and make sure to follow us on there, and leave us a review on Applecast or Spotify, because we really appreciate it.
Yeah. And if you don't, then I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
Yeah, share it.
Grow up.
Yeah, man. So special thanks to Mr. Rory Calarasi for doing the show with me.
Yeah, thank you for doing this every week. Clockwork.
Like clockwork,
We
man.
drop episodes.
Do we in it?
Yeah, everyone's always telling us not to. They're saying,
stop.
please stop.
We can't.
And we're like, no, we're going to put one more out every week.
But I'm so excited because we're going to be working on some movie stuff.
Hell yeah.
And I'm really, really excited.
More on that later.
Yeah. So, but special thanks to you guys. Thank you so much for listening all over the world. You guys are tuning in, and we appreciate it. And we love you guys. And thank you so much for always checking in with us and writing to us, or even following us and sharing our stuff. We really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much, guys. With that being said, thanks for listening to
Be nice to God, son.
Be nice to God, son. I drink it all.